Alright, I'm on hole number 2 of the Monster Marsh tournament. I'm in Monday's practice round in the rookie division. Let's go to Golf Clash Notebook. So we're in the Sunshine Glade holes, and hole number 2 of Monster Marsh is hole number 7 of the Sunshine Glades. We're on the duck hole. So if you got lower developed stuff and you want the consistent shot, it's out here. Just leading yourself out here, taking the shot to come in, get your birdie, move on to the next hole. Give yourself an eagle opportunity, but if you don't make the eagle, you got your birdie, you go on to the next hole. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring a 3-power ball, and I'm going to try and hit onto this little teeny spigot of fairway right here and try and bring it up towards the hole. Now the deal here is the closer you can get to this wider gap in the fairway here, the better, because here if you set your shot up here, you might be able to hit a great, you may set it up so that you could hit a great to the left or a perfect and it'll work, or you may set it up so you hit a perfect and a great to the right and it'll work, but you're not going to be able to hit a great to the left or right and perfect and make this work. Now you could set it up so that you hit a perfect and it works, and if you hit a great to the left, you end up in the rough. You hit a great to the right, you end up in the sand. But you could set this shot up so that you hedge your bets and you get 2 out of 3 ain't bad, where you could hit a great to the left and it's still in the fairway, you hit a perfect and it's in the fairway, you hit a great to the right, you're in the sand. Or you could move that over and you could do perfect here and then greats here and then great to the left is in the rough. But you can make it so that you could get 2 out of the 3 would still work. But if you're down in here and you're using a lower level ball and you're down into this area, you're pretty much going to hit perfect. Either you hit perfect and it moves forward, or you hit great to the left and it's in the rough, great to the right's in the sand, no matter what, no matter how you set it up. You only have one shot here, perfect. Whereas if you can get up into this wider area, you could set the shot up. If you were dead center in the middle, it's only going to be perfect. Great to the left or the right is going to put you in trouble. But you could set it up, offset it a little bit so that perfect still is perfect and great to the left is still in the fairway and great to the right's in the sand. But we're going to go for this shot right here in this account because we want to practice this shot, because the deal is I haven't played this shot. At the beginning of the week I tried to do the shot from out here and tried to see if I could curl. Tried to see if I could curl the ball to get my ball to lay up out here, because I thought that this shot would be awesome. And I came out here with a QB and a big topper. And the reason I brought a big topper is because the big topper has got a ton of curl. And what happened on every single shot that I tried from there is I clipped these trees. It looked like it went through the trees pretty nicely. I mean, I was out here and had to deal, and my first goal when I'm practicing a shot like that is I go max out at it. I put maximum topspin, maximum curl, the whole bit. Let's just see where the ball ends up. If it ends up in the drink, fine. How can we adjust it so it doesn't end up in the drink? Or how is there room for us to adjust it? Do we have to take off topspin? Do we take off curl? What do we do? But hitting the shot max just to see where you end up, where your landing spot was the goal. And every single time I clipped these trees. And I changed clubs to different clubs so that I was hitting back and tried to move it over so that I wouldn't clip the trees. And there just isn't enough room to move over on a max shot because the sand is blocking your path. If you move it over too much, you're going to end up in the sand, and it doesn't matter whether you clear the trees. All you're doing is just hitting into the sand. So no matter how I worked it, I couldn't get it to come around here and clear these trees. Because it doesn't do you any good to lay up out here if then you've got, if you're laid up out here and then you've got trees in front of you. Because you're going to have to work your way around those trees. So I was trying to get out here in front of the trees, and it didn't work because of these trees. So that limits my shots to 2. I can either go over here, or I can try the little hit on this to come forward. But I don't know on this shot, because I haven't played it all week. I was practicing this shot. I don't know here how much with the topspin side. I'm assuming because of the angles here when you're shooting this shot that you're going to have to put on some side spin in order to bring it back towards the hole. You probably don't have to put on a lot of curl. And I'm not sure if it's a max topspin or whatever it is, but we're gonna go out and play it. So I'm going to bring an extra mile, because in this situation, distance is a factor. You're trying to dig your way up into that. And I know that if you bring a 5-power ball, that you can get up into that area and then not have to use max overpower. You still have to use a little, but you won't have to use max. And I got on this hole one time in my main account, and I was just checking out distances, and I put on a berserker and was checking out the distance, and then I went to change, and the game wouldn't let me change balls. So I got stuck where I timed out, and it used a berserker. And then when it came back on, it wouldn't let me change balls again. So I actually burned 2 berserkers because it wouldn't let me have access to my balls as I was going through the deal. And I don't know what the deal. I always hate it when the tournaments come out and they give us updates for the game. Is there no way that they could give us an update on the week between tournaments? So if there's an issue, we can work those out instead of having to do it during tournament week? Those are the kind of the questions what we want to know the answers to. But it always seems like they come out with updates on tournament week, and then if there's any glitches in it, then it costs us during the tournament week. I should probably plug in my device so that I don't run out of power. That'd probably be nice. All right, got some power, and I'm gonna get some lag because I just put on that deal. So now I'm going to be SOL. Look at how much lag I'm getting. Hey. Yeah, I'm going to get all kinds of lag here. This shot's going to be, hey, come on. So I'm going to leave the wind in. Oh, this is going to be bad. Yeah, I was getting so much lag there. Partially because my power was down. Can't see anything on it. After I shoot this hole, I'll have to wait a few minutes. Let my battery charge up a little bit so I don't get that kind of lag on it. That is very disappointing. So my opponent's got a 3-3-2 ball. And you're not really using, with the way that the side spin is there, you're not really using the 3 side spin, so you're kind of blowing the 3 side spin here. A Titan ball would have been a better ball, it would have cost less. I'm not sure why they were putting left hand curl on that when everything's going to the right. So this is one of the fears if you get out into this area, is that you would end up behind those trees. Okay, so we're about, I'm going to say a ring. We're about mid club right here. Hitting it perfect. Just trying to bring it around and get it back up on the green. If you find yourself in a spot of bother, you were going for that shot and trying to hit on that little teeny spigot of fairway there and trying to get forward movement, and you didn't hit it, sometimes you're still going to have a great shot to pick one up. And sometimes you may find yourself in a spot of bother like I was. If you find yourself in a spot of bother, the deal is that don't get super aggressive on that. Your goal at this point, what was your goal when you came to this hole? Birdie. Don't put your birdie at risk by trying to be a hero and trying to recover from some shot like that. Get on the green, put yourself in an excellent position to be able to make a putt, and pick up your birdie and move on to the next hole, and give yourself an excellent opportunity on the next hole to pick a shot up. Don't press the issue. I see it all the time where people come in and then they press the issue. I'm going to forfeit. So my opponent will definitely make that shot and get their birdie. And I'm just practicing today, so I don't want to take the risk of qualifying. So if you find yourself in a spot like that, don't press the issue. You know, if you're over here in the sand and you are behind the trees, work yourself to get onto the green. You know, I could have tried to push my limits up here and tried to get around the trees. Pull yourself back so you're not in it. Use your topspin to get up on the green. Put yourself in a decent putt range. Make your putt, get your birdie, go to the next hole. Next hole, give yourself a great opportunity to pick a shot up. If you start pressing the issue and you try and recover from a shot like this and you press the issue, the next thing you know, you end up clipping the tree and you're in the rough and then you're out here, and then you just lost your birdie trying to press it. You didn't achieve the shot that you came here to do, so don't press the issue. Now, if you end up in the sand up here and the trees aren't in your way and you got a straightforward shot at it, then sure, you know, you're going to have to take that shot anyways, and it's straightforward, you have no obstructions, then, you know, be serious about it and go for that shot. But if you find yourself in a spot like I was in where you now have an obstruction, quit thinking eagle and start thinking, let's make sure we get on and secure our birdie. That's why we came here. We came to this hole, the duck hole, the birdie hole, to get a birdie. Okay? All right. Sorry about the lag on that first shot. And that all had to do with me dropping in power. So when I plug it in, it was like, what's going on? I'm shooting video and all that stuff at the same time. All right, that was hole number 2 of the Monster Marsh Tournament in Monday's practice round of the rookie division. Thanks for watching.